Have you ever asked yourself, why am I even here? What is the one rule, just one, that if you followed it, would make your life not just bearable, but meaningful? Not easy, not perfect, but deeply real. Carl Jung, one of the most influential minds of the 20th century, gave us a truth so profound that most people aren't ready to hear it. But once you do, it changes how you see yourself, your past, your future, and even your suffering. So, if you're someone who feels lost, tired of repeating the same mistakes, or constantly searching for purpose, then stay with me till the end of this video. You may never need another piece of advice again. This is Cognit Haven, and what you're about to hear isn't just a lesson, it's a key. The key to living fully, honestly, and powerfully. Carl Jung once said, "Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart." That might sound poetic, even gentle, but what he really meant was this: you must know yourself. Not the version of yourself that the world claps for, not the one you show on good days, but the raw, silent, aching part you keep hidden, even from yourself. And this is where his most important rule of life begins. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Let that sink in. How many times have you thought, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I attract the same kind of people? Why do I sabotage myself just when things are going well? Why do I feel anxious when there's no visible threat? Jung's answer was brutally honest. It's not the world doing it to you. It's the part of you that you haven't looked at yet. The unloved, unexamined shadow of your soul. And as long as that remains hidden, it will control your life. But here's the good news. Once you see it, once you dare to name it, you take your power back. This is why knowing yourself isn't optional. It's essential. Think of your mind like an iceberg. The conscious part, your thoughts, plans, ideas, is just the tip. But underneath, that's where your fears, childhood wounds, beliefs about love, success, and failure live. And unless you dig into that frozen depth, you'll keep thinking life is unfair, when really you've just never explored the map inside you. That's what Jung meant by the unconscious. It's not evil, it's not weak, it's just unknown. And the unknown is what makes you afraid. But here's what's beautiful. Your unconscious isn't just filled with pain. It's also where your creativity lives, your dreams, your real strength, your buried confidence, your silent wisdom. You aren't broken, you're just unexamined. So what does it look like to make the unconscious conscious? It means sitting with discomfort instead of avoiding it. It means tracing your anger back to where it started. It means asking, why do I need approval so badly? Why do I run when things get real? Why do I feel like I'm never enough? It's not therapy talk. It's spiritual surgery. It's courage. And that's why most people avoid it. They'd rather pretend to be fine than face the truth of who they are. But not you. You wouldn't be here watching this if you weren't ready to do what most people won't. You're seeking something deeper. And that means you're already ahead of the curve. Jung's most important rule of life is this: face your inner world, or be ruled by it. Not just once, but every single day. Every argument you've had that left you feeling hollow. Every relationship that felt familiar in a painful way. Every fear that stopped you from speaking up. That's your unconscious trying to wake you up. You can't outrun it, but you can outgrow it. And that's what makes this journey powerful. Not perfect. You'll still fall. You'll still get it wrong. But each time, you'll fall forward. Wiser, clearer, stronger. Carl Jung didn't promise happiness. He offered truth. And sometimes, the truth is that you're not the victim. You're the one holding yourself back. And that's not an insult. It's the greatest form of empowerment. Because it means you can change it. You don't need a new city, a new job, or a new partner. You need a new relationship with yourself. That's where everything begins. Now, let's talk about the second layer of this rule, one most people miss. Jung believed that integration is the goal of life. What does that mean? It means you're not here to be perfect. You're here to be whole, to accept the parts of you that are scared, messy, angry, uncertain, and to bring them into the light. You don't destroy the shadow by fighting it. You dissolve it by understanding it. That inner critic in your head, it once tried to protect you from failure. That fear of love, it's probably the result of a wound you never asked for. That laziness you hate in yourself, it might actually be fear, wearing a different mask. When you stop judging yourself and start understanding yourself, everything changes. And you know what happens then? You stop being reactive. You stop needing constant validation. You stop being trapped in cycles that repeat every few months, every few years. You start living deliberately. And that, according to Jung, is the highest form of human existence, to become conscious. You stop being a puppet of old patterns, and you become a person who writes your own story. That's the most important rule of life. Don't live unconsciously. Don't drift. Don't sleep through your one precious life. Wake up. See yourself, all of you, not just the parts you like, but the whole of you. You are not too much. You are not too broken. You are just waiting for your own permission to evolve. And I promise you, once you take that first honest look within, something amazing happens. You feel peace. Not because life becomes easy, but because you're no longer afraid of your own depth. You understand your patterns, so you don't repeat them. You understand your value, so you stop begging for love. You understand your purpose, so you stop chasing distractions. It all begins with awareness. So ask yourself tonight, what am I avoiding? What is running my life from the shadows? What story am I still believing that no longer serves me? And then, start changing the story. One choice at a time. One truth at a time. One breath at a time. Because, as Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. That journey isn't about finding yourself in the world. It's about returning to yourself after years of being someone else. And if you're still here, listening, I want you to know this. You're not late. You're not lost. You're just waking up. And that's the most courageous thing anyone can do. If this message stirred something inside you, it's for a reason. The journey of consciousness is not easy, but it's the only one that leads to true freedom. This is Cognit Haven, where your mind finds meaning. Now it's your turn. Share this video with someone who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful insights like this. Your path starts here. Let's walk it together.